Krone North America bills itself as the premium equipment line for hay and forage. And North American sales manager Jody McRee joins us now with the very latest. And Jody, so appreciative of you being with us today. And we know how important forage quality is. So let's talk about that. How does Krone improve forage quality?
Well, a lot has to happen up to harvest time, of course, but that's when Krone takes over at the time of harvest. We are specialists in hay and forage equipment. That's all we do. That is the only equipment we make, and that's what we're focused on every day. We make a wide range of products, from mowers, rakes, tedders, round balers, large square balers, and self-propelled forage harvesters. And you know, there's a lot of jobs to get done, with what crop you're baling or you're chopping, and it has to be done correctly. So it has to be done.
You just mentioned that this is what you do. This is what you focus on.
Right,
and they say that's a pretty good business model. You do it and you do it well. Yeah. So talk a little bit more specifically about how your equipment actually helps improve a grower's operation in that forage capacity.
Well, one specific model stands out as a good explanation of that, and that's our self-propelled forage, self-propelled mower, the Big M, the 450. The Big M 450 is the only one of its kind in the industry. It cuts and conditions a swath up to 36 feet, depending on your model. So when you think about advantages for the operator, you're beating the weather windows, so you've got to get this stuff done fast, so you're cutting and conditioning faster, and you're also baling and chopping sooner. So these machines are available with 3 different types of conditioners: a V-tine, intermeshing roller conditioners with a steel or rubber conditioner. And they're also designed to merge the entire swath into one windrow for chopping. And most recently, we redesigned the machine to lay out 3 equal windrows for the dry hay bale guys, so they can get the crop dried down equally, so the crop is in better shape when they decide to bale it or chop it.
I wish our radio listeners could see this video, because that's so impressive to see that machine move through that field of hay as it was doing.
It is. You think about one machine, one operator, cutting and conditioning and merging up to 45 acres an hour.
That is wild. You know, you, Tim Ross, and myself were talking about it in our generation when we were growing up. Baling hay had a whole different meaning. That was some hard work.
It is. When I started with Krone 24 years ago, I saw a drawing of a Big M. It was just a drawing.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen it develop over time, and it's really impressive. So.
That is fascinating to watch that. Now, not everyone bales their hay. Some leave it. Talk about what you have for that.
We are in the self-propelled forage harvester business too since the early 2000s. So we're no stranger to the business. We've learned an awful lot in a short amount of time. The Big X, that's our self-propelled forage harvester. Okay. That's what we call it. When we think about the Big X itself, its key design element, when you talk to the engineers and Bernard Krone himself that owns the company, the key element to the Big X was to deliver the highest quality chop. So there's a lot of work that has to be done to do that. It starts at the beginning of the machine. It starts at the corn head or the hay head. The hay head is designed for the operator to minimize maintenance. The corn head, actually the Easy Collect corn head, is phenomenal in picking up down corn. It also is great at delivering the stalk to the machine. The stalk comes in straight, so it's cut precisely. So you eliminate overcuts and cross cuts, and what that ends up is higher quality forage. So that's all at the front of the machine, so you've got to go through the whole thing. So there's so many more elements to delivering that crop through this machine and getting it compressed in our 6 pre-compression rollers so it can be chopped, and then ultimately through the KP, which is, you can get a KP standard from the factory and give you the greatest KP scores in the industry.
You guys obviously have thought it through from start to finish. That's Krone North America Sales Manager Jody McRee. Thank you so much. We appreciate what you guys are doing for our growers out there.